and church groups around the nation had agreed. Their support had made Songbird an unexpected dramatic hit, regularly smashing its time-slot competition, and major corporate sponsors had lined up to take advantage of the show's appeal. Jodie Taylor had been given the credit, with Variety citing her warmth, humor, and sincerity as the strong and loving center of her family. There was talk of an Emmy. Songbird had been on for 16 weeks, and now, as if overnight, Jodie Taylor was a star. She said, "I'm an adopted child, Mr. Cole." Okay. The People article had mentioned that. "I'm 36 years old, I'm getting close to 40, and there are things that I want to know." She said it quickly, as if she wanted to get it said so that we could move on. "I have questions and I want answers. Am I prone to breast or ovarian cancer? Is there some kind of disease that'll show up if I have children? You can understand that, can't you?" She nodded hopefully, encouraging my understanding. "You want your medical history?" She looked relieved. That's exactly right. It was a common request from adopted children. I had done jobs like this before. "Okay, Miss Taylor. What do you know about your birth?" "Nothing. I don't know anything. All I have is my birth certificate, but it doesn't tell us anything." Sid took a legal envelope from his jacket and removed a Louisiana birth certificate with an impressed state seal. The birth certificate said that her name was Judith Marie Taylor, and that her mother was Cecilia Burke Taylor, and her father was Stephen Edward Taylor, and that her place of birth was Ville Platte, Louisiana. The birth certificate gave her date of birth as July 9th, 36 years ago, but it listed no time of birth, nor a weight, nor an attending physician or hospital. I was born at 5:14 on a Tuesday morning, and because of that, I'd always thought of myself as a morning person. I wondered how I would think of myself if I didn't know that. She said, "Cecilia Taylor and Stephen Taylor are my adoptive parents." "Do they have any information about your birth?" "No. They adopted me through the state, and they weren't given any more information than what you see on the birth certificate." A family of 5 was shown to a window table behind us, and a tall woman with pale hair was staring at Jodie. She had come in with an overweight man and 2 children, and an older woman who was probably the grandmother. The older woman looked as if she'd be more at home at a diner in Topeka. The overweight man carried a Minolta. Tourists. "Have you tried to find out about yourself through the state?" "Yes." She handed a business card to me. "I'm using an attorney in Baton Rouge, but the state records are sealed. That was Louisiana law at the time of my adoption and remains the law today. She tells me that we've exhausted all regular channels and recommended that I hire a private investigator. Peter recommended you. If you agree to help, you'll need to coordinate what you do through her." I looked at the card. Saunier, Melancon, and Burke, attorneys at law. And under that, Lucille Chenier, associate. There was an address in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Sid leaned forward, giving me the frog again. "Maybe now you know why I'm making a big deal about keeping this secret. Some scumbag tabloid would pay a fortune for this. Famous actress searches for real parents." Jodie Taylor said, "My mom and dad are my real parents." Sid made a little hand move. "Sure, kid, you bet." She said, "I mean it, Sid." Her voice was tense. The tall woman with the pale hair said something to the overweight man, and he looked our way too. The older woman was looking around, but you could tell she didn't see us. Jodie said, "If you find these people, I have no wish to meet them, and I don't want them to know who I am. I don't want anyone to know that you're doing this, and I want you to promise me that anything you find out about me or my biological relatives will remain absolutely confidential between us. Do you promise that?" Sid said, "They find out they're related to Jodie Taylor, they might take advantage." He rubbed his thumb across his fingertips. Money. Jodie Taylor was still with me, her eyes locked on mine as if this was the most important thing in the world. "Do you swear that whatever you find will stay between us?" "The card says confidential, Miss Taylor. If I work for you, I'm working for you." Jodie looked at Sid. Sid spread his hands. "Whatever you want to do, kid." She looked back at me and nodded. "Hire him." It was just after 2 when I pulled my car into the parking garage on Santa Monica Boulevard and climbed the 4 flights to my office there in the heart of West Hollywood. The office was empty, exactly as I had left it 2 hours